My name is Shanice. This will bless you. I am His. I am His. Ask Him, check His word. I am His. See, I am joined to Him and to His Spirit. We're inseparably bonded. A connection that's been corresponded by His word, and it's deeper than flesh and blood and bone. I am one with the Father, the Spirit, and Son. Together we are whole. I'm in unity with the Holy Trinity. See, we wedded on the day He proposed. With a ring full of thorns without a rose, He defeated all foes that opposed, and our life together was cemented on that third day when He arose. Therefore, there is no force strong enough to instigate our divorce. On our wedding night, we had spiritual intercourse when I spoke to Him in tongues, and now success and progress are my two first sons, and I am presently pregnant with prosperity and privilege that Christ is forever in me, living and breathing through me. It's in His word. He said, I in them and you and me made completely one. You can check, it's written in the book of John. This means Jesus lives inside of me. He's in my spirit, in my soul. He feeds my mind. He makes me whole. He has taken me for better, for richer, not poor. There is no sickness, only health. By His power, no poverty, just an abundance of wealth. Forever after, I live in this state of constant victory and serenity. No lies or sins in this city, just immense sincerity. Therefore, no calamity of the enemy can negatively affect my spiritual energy. No irregularity or principality can stand against me successfully. Our chemistry, it's greater than any in recorded history. Not Romeo and Juliet's misguided tragedy, nor the passion of Cleopatra and Mark Antony can compare to the beauty of our heavenly matrimony. Helen of Troy's disastrous affair cannot stand a chance against our divine romance, because Christ is in me and He is all I see, because I am His and you are His. We are His. And this was proven by that broken body, bruised and bloodied, hung up on the cross. He did all that just for us. And so we take the communion, we take the bread, and we break it in reverence to show that His body was broken in pieces. It's done to show a love that goes beyond what we know that peace is. And we never had to ask. No one had to do any begging or say any pleases, yet that body was broken for 1,000 offenses, 10,000 treasons, almost 8 billion sinners, and all down to just one reason. One person, beyond human, that execution. And we call it a communion, as in the symbolism of the true union. Him and us, a seamless fusion. Given for us a love not left unproven, the ultimate conclusion to the problem of sin, a perfectly final resolution. The communion, the bread, broken 1,000 times in 1,000 places, transcending races, a story written on over 1,000 pages and etched in our hearts, about the bread that is the body of the one that was and is, that was broken and is ascendant. A remembrance. Not the manna that fell from heaven, but the bread that was unleavened, to show He is not leaving. And not in a manner that is unworthy, but an eternally given and divine body given for everybody dead, then alive. But my God, He is not a zombie. He is alive. My God is risen. He is the reason The risen Prince of Peace is the reason we break this bread to pieces. So what is communion, one might ask? Well, it's not an obligation or religious ritual or task, but a celebration that is intentional and scriptural in fact, declaring He was broken so we could be made whole in Him. That's why we win souls and let them know of Him and of the communion, a sacred institution, a written essay with a proven thesis that says our bodies are immune to all sickness and diseases. So there are no coughs, no wheezes, no viruses, and no sneezes. It says we are immune to all manner of illness. So we take the communion and God sees it. He said He has given us this world, so take it, seize it. I mean, His word goes up beyond the mountains and down through the valleys. It reaches, so we move upwards and forwards, rising higher, no decreases. He decreed it. My words have power. They're not just speeches. My weapons are not carnal, so the victories never ceases. This is just a snippet of His will, His testament, and yet have you received it? Are you a witness? Do you do as He commanded? And by that I mean, do you hear and do, or do you just preach it? I mean, do you even really believe it? Do you get the significance? Do you understand why we take the communion? Do you know the true reality of the sacred union? Did you drink eternal life from the cup? Eternity from the blood? And when I talk about drinking blood, I'm not referring to those fictional vampires, because we do not hide from the sun. On the contrary, we shine bright and bring light and rule empires through the sun. We are set ablaze by His glory. We live to serve Him only as souls on fire. The course has been set and the story's been written. We can only go higher. And so if life is like a game of baseball, we get to rule and call the play like the umpire. We have dominion. Our word is law. So we walk into a war and declare a ceasefire. So stop sleeping and slumbering. It is time for the unmasked crusaders to emerge. We have been left in command, so on your marks, rise up and take charge. The blood that slays demons flows in us. So when you think of Earth's mightiest heroes, forget the Avengers and think of the church. Because that is our ultimate and final form. And so we partake of the communion. So we will never be broken again. And we will never be slave to any pain. We drink the blood of the Lamb that was slain to show that the sacrifice was never in vain. And so we break the bread that is His body, and we take the cup that is His blood, and we thank the Lord for His sacrifice, for His love, for His life given for us, His church, of which I'm a member of and you are too. So we take the communion, and God, we remember you and your love like no other. which should be celebrated every day of every month of the year, not just once in December. And so we take the communion. We remember the victory that was gained for us on the cross and will forever remain. And more than never being broken again, that bruised and bloodied body means we live in the realm of the Spirit, and yet in this world we reign. Through Him, eternally, triumphantly, we reign. And we will meet Him again in what will be a most glorious reunion. And so we take the communion because we are His. Because you are His, and because I am His.